Normally I'm a month ahead on my videos, at least right now, because I am a beginner. You know, I don't have the time or the knowledge to really put videos out, you know, as they happen. Hopefully as time goes on, my videos will be a lot more current. But right now, as you can see, probably behind me, I just started carving in a road here. This is just basically going to be a shortcut to Pine Tree Trail. This is what I've gotten so far. I got some stuff in the bucket back here. And this was kind of like in an incline that way, you know, going down, which really wasn't comfortable for riding down with the tractor. So what I'm basically doing is carving it out on here, trying to flatten it out. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this little pile right here, pulling it up this way, and basically just going to flatten it all out in here. And we're going to go back that way. I don't know if you guys can see it on video or not, but there's like what appears to be a vent of some sort for a furnace. That's the direction we're heading, and we're going to be going out that way, up a little bit of a hill, around the corner, and then from there we should be at Pine Tree Trail. I would say it's probably about 25, maybe 30 yards all total. I was gonna use the brush hog, and as it turns out, I'm glad I hadn't. As you can see, I'm gonna just scan around here a little bit. There's trash everywhere in the woods here. We've got an old propane tank. I certainly wouldn't want to run over that. I knew that was there.
Bunch of plastic over there.
Yeah, I pointed out the plastic, buddy. And then over here we have some more plastic.
You didn't call it plastic.
And then right here, I ran right over that with the box blade. And as soon as I hit that and I pulled that out, I was thinking to myself, I'm glad I did not use the brush hog, because I would have run over that. But this is part of why I waited till fall, and I didn't do this in the summertime, because in the summertime I would not be able to see a lot of this because of the foliage. But now that the woods have kind of cleared out with leaves, I could see stuff a lot better. And as it turns out, that little piece of metal right down there, I never would have saw that. Get over this side now. I'm gonna have to pull some of that dirt back over to here. What the hell that is? That was not a good sound. I'm gonna have to figure out what it was. Huh. That noise, I think, was this. I think this branch may have gotten up underneath the bottom of the tractor. It might have been hitting the fan. I don't know. This is part of the reason I didn't want to go in forward to begin with, because I didn't know what was in there, and I didn't want that stuff going up, breaking any kind of hydraulic hoses and things like that. On the upside, tractor still works. There's nothing wrong with it, and let me show you how far we've gotten. We haven't really gotten very far, but as you can see, I'm into the woods now, and I'm starting to get into the thick of it. I've got my chainsaw with me, but at this point I don't think I really need it. I'm basically just trying to push over some of the brush. I'm using the box blade as basically a bulldozer, if you will. Not exactly what a tractor is designed for, but you know, for small stuff like this, you can get away with doing that, just pushing the stuff over. And as you can see, there's absolutely no evidence of any plant life along that road. I'm thinking I'm gonna push those over. That pile that's all down in there, I'm gonna push that up in here. I got to be careful when I get up to here because this is kind of an incline. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, lift the bucket up, I'm thinking, until I can get to up in here, which is a little more level. And then we'll just cut over in here and somewhere out there. Well, that's the beginning of Pine Tree Trail, and that's where our goal is. We're about, I'd say, at least halfway now. What I'm trying to do now is I've got a root back there, way right there where you see the piles. I gotta kind of try to see if I can smooth that over a little bit so it's not so bumpy. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, for those who have been paying attention, I forgot to tell you, I don't remember how many hours I had on it when I started it in the garage, but we're up to 27.1. Yeah, 27.1 hours on the tractor. More than halfway to that first maintenance. That's gonna be fun. Tippy. So the idea here is, hopefully, I'm going to smooth that over a little bit. does tip. Now I'm just dragging some of the dirt back, trying to get it to come over the root. taking this real slow. That felt a little better. Alright, well, I got it mostly cut in. I still got some more cleanup to do. I think we'll do that probably, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Might even do it in this video, I don't know. But let's just show you what we got. Just dragged that all out from out back near Pine Tree Trail. And this was all brush. But now it's a road. Just go for a little walk. I still got some work I got to do right here on this mound where the roots are. We'll get that smoothed out. And this was all brush. Still needs a lot more grooming, but at least the trail is a lot more defined. And there's really not much to do in here. I mean, this is all just leaves. The brush hog will take care of 90% of this. But you can see I did bring it all the way back here. And we're at the beginning of Pine Tree Trail, which goes that way. So we got a shortcut to Pine Tree Trail, and down over in there is where the other trail goes in, somewhere down over in there. We'll eventually cut more down over into there. Might even do that this week, I don't know yet. I'm getting to the point now where I'm thinking I might be able to get the brush hog out. That particular section, I think that used to be a trail. Whoever owned it in the past, somebody in the past had used that as a dumping site. And I got all that pushed out. It wasn't a big, huge dumping site. I got a much bigger one. That's where the gun range is going. And I'm kind of glad I did this today, because now I have kind of an idea how I'm going to attempt the gun range. So that video could be coming up. I'm not sure I'm going to get it in before the winter's over. So maybe next spring, or no, not the spring. Spring is muddy. Probably next summer or next fall. Who knows? Might even get to it this year. I don't know.